worked with Angela Bassett.
Absolutely.
And then who was the other one you worked with from Independence Day? Who's that?
Didn't work with her. I was just out in New York doing a television show called Better TV, which is a nationally syndicated television show, and Vivica A. Fox.
Vivica Fox
was there. Yeah, she was promoting her new movie Home Run.
How did Vivica Fox look?
She keeps herself in really, really great shape.
That wasn't I was asking. How'd she look? She look good?
You'll have to check her out.
She's a very attractive woman.
She's not only very attractive, but she's very health conscious. She and I were talking in the green room about her health habits, her food habits, and making exercise a priority despite the rigorous schedule she has.
What was this TV show you were on?
Better TV, it's called. It's syndicated across the country. Here in St. Louis, it's on, let me think, it's on My 46 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. Well, this isn't Better TV. This is Best TV.
KTRS TV.
KTRS TV is Best TV.
1 million viewer minutes.
1 million viewer minutes last Thursday, which I think is a pretty neat deal, considering we have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
Probably, I've helped people lose in total 1 million pounds.
I would love for you to add up how much weight you've made me lose. At least 1,000 pounds, not all at once.
Yes,
I gain it and lose it, and gain it and lose it, but you're there for me every step of the way. Your story, real quick, for those who don't know, you were in high school. You weighed close
360 pounds, at my
360
heaviest, 17 years old, and came from a family of modest means. And my family really didn't have an idea of how their habits were implicating their health.
Yeah.
So it was very easy to fall into that defeat whirlpool of eating something to change how I was feeling because there was a lot of uncertainty and a lot of chaos going on.
Two things. It's interesting you say that because people think you have to have money to eat right.
Absolutely.
And that's not true.
I hear excuses all the time. I don't have enough time.
Right.
It's too expensive.
Right.
It will require me to join a gym. When in reality, the real change happens with your philosophy and your attitude, really changing the way you look at food and the way you look at exercise so that you're eating consistently. I always say that people are eating about the same 20 things over and over and over again. It's just the wrong 20 things.
Right.
So when we put in place the right things and you put in a schedule so that you're eating the right things at the right time and the right amount, so it's a smart strategy along with the right philosophy, you can't be stopped.
It's just as expensive to buy an apple as it is to buy an Entenmann's, apple pie, right? I mean, and they're right there at the counter.
Maybe less expensive.
Right. And they're right there at the counter. So it's really your choice, right? I mean, you go to McDonald's sells salads, grilled chicken salads. So you can actually eat healthy at McDonald's. So
many people, especially those that come from the type of background that I came from and maybe you came from, where you use food as a source of distraction or pleasure, they look toward going to McDonald's or going to Burger King or going to Hardee's or any place that's fast, convenient, and has food that tastes good. It might not be that nutrient rich, but it tastes good. They use that as something to do. I mean, it's a thing. It's something to look forward to. When I was a little kid, after playing kickball out in the street, my family couldn't afford to go to the movies or things, so ordering pizza was the thing to do, and it was something we all looked forward to. So we made this association that eating those foods was something that was rewarding and pleasurable. So then when I got older and I was stressed or I was worn out or I didn't feel that good, I would use that same quote unquote drug to change how I felt. So you really have to master your philosophy about food, and it's the same as any other drug.
I fall into that. I fall into stress eating and comfort eating.
People call it emotional eating.
Yeah.
And it's just changing the way you feel using something. Fortunately for people like me or you, the former me, and you now, the former you have learned to manage your state, manage the way you feel using exercise and using food only to nourish and to fuel yourself rather than to change how you feel. Because if you use something to change how you feel, it becomes something you could get dependent on, and you want not to weaken yourself that way.
Is it true, Charles D'Angelo, that you ate, when you were overweight, 360, you ate a piece of pizza or you ate a pizza and you became blind?
Well, my vision totally blurred out. I didn't only eat a pizza. I ate a box of breadsticks with marinara sauce and a 2-liter of regular soda.
Right.
And I fell off to sleep. I woke up at about 2:30 or 3 in the morning, and I was thirsty as could be. And I woke up and I looked for the remote control because the TV was still on, and my vision was totally blurred. It wasn't like a black blindness where you couldn't see. It was just where you rubbed your eyes and it wouldn't clear up. And I was scared to death because both of my grandparents on my father's side had type 2 diabetes. And I'd remembered my grandma saying that her doctor warned her that if she didn't get it in check, she could lose her eyesight. Now, at 16 years old, your 10 feet tall and bulletproof. You're invincible. You
Right.
really don't think that your health could ever be compromised by your habits. But that was a wake-up call for me. And then the next day in class, I started perspiring profusely. My hands got all clammy. My heart was beating out of my chest. And I just realized I had to change. The room was only 60 degrees. But I was 360 pounds. Making up a flight of just 4 stairs was a challenge for me. So when a person comes to me, the difference really that's unique about my approach and what's different than everyone else out there is 2 things, I'd say. One is I've been there.
Right.
So when a person's sitting across the desk from me and they're miserable, they feel melancholy, they feel alone, they feel that there's no way out, I've been exactly where they're at. And I also know what it means to be on the opposite side of the spectrum. Not only did I lose the weight, but it's been over a decade that I've kept the weight off and helped thousands of people to do the same thing.
Now you look like an Adonis.
Well, I appreciate that. But
And I meant that in a total straight way.
yeah. Tune in soon. McGraw will be joining his broadcast shirtless, KTRS TV.
No, I'm not even doing it shirtless.
Okay. But let me finish the story.
Yeah.
The thing I was going to say was really the shift is all in your mindset. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a nutritionist. People don't really know how to quantify what I do because what I do more is talking. It's almost like therapy, helping a person come up with why they're using something to change how they feel and how really their true power is inside themselves. You can reverse your diabetes. You can reverse hypertension. You can restore your cholesterol and lipid levels back to a normative state in a very short period of time if you'll master your psychology when it comes to what you're eating and what you're doing with exercise.
That's Charles D'Angelo, weight loss coach to the stars. You've helped regular people. You've helped senators.
Well, I help people from all walks of life.
All
Yes,
walks of
Golden
life,
Globe winners and national level politicians, as well as stay-at-home moms, teenagers, kids. Anyone can do it. My whole message is this. If you'll step up and really take responsibility, I can teach you the way to get out of the place you're in and then how to keep it off. But it's a journey without a finish line.
I will tell you this, and I've told you this numerous times. Just do what you say. just shut up, and whatever Charles tells you to do, you do it. He wants you to eat 20 almonds, eat 20 almonds.
I had a guy yesterday that weighed 400 pounds. He's down to 308 or 309 pounds. And he said, you know what's really great about this is for so long, I was so anxious because there's so much conflicting information out there.
Right.
Knowing exactly what to do, when to do, and how to do it has made it so easy. And
Yeah.
if that's what you're looking for, you can go to the website, charlesdangelo.com, or you can get my book, Think and Grow Thin, both of which have tons of information, a lot of inspiration to be able to get yourself started.
That's Charles D'Angelo, ladies and gentlemen. He's a friend of the show. We've been friends for 3
years.
Yeah. going
How's
strong.
Christine doing?
Christine's doing well. Christine Buck's doing well, yeah.
Good.
That's Charles D'Angelo. The website again?
charlesdangelo.com or call 314-495-3228.
And I have a weigh-in tomorrow.
You do.
I do. I've been good.
Maybe we'll do those on KTRS TV.
No, we won't do that on KTRS. 8:56, Big 550 KTRS.